What's up, y'all? This is Marshall Lee of DonkeyJawProjects.com, and this is the Working Artist Vlog. I have 11% of juice on my battery, but I wanted to do a video, a little update to let you guys know where I'm at. I know the videos have been kind of sparse lately, but hopefully we'll get back into some more updates more often. At least 2 or so videos a week would be rad. I even thought about going daily for a little while, but I don't know. I've done that many times in the past, and I've just talked about so many things multiple times that I'm just like, do I really need to do this again? Do I need to keep I don't know. And I actually asked people if they wanted daily vlogs one time, and I kind of got a mixed reaction. Some people didn't want it, but I don't know. I'll do whatever I end up wanting to do, I guess. But right now, I just wanted to give you an update. It's been about a week, maybe a little longer. And, you know, I've been working as much as I can on comics, mostly on character creation. And I just realized I have a window open. People probably hear me at work vlogging. Whatever. Anyways, so let's get into it. Let me show you some of the progress I've made with the Big Wrath characters. So here we go. This one's kind of sparse. Hopefully I can get it to focus. I wish it would go in closer and focus. Oh, who knows? I don't know why it's not focusing, but here it is. Oh, you know what I could do is do this, right? Derp. I can actually make it faster. Yeah, faster, bigger here. So this is me working on the Graft character. He's kind of like the big villain and partially one of the villains, at least in the story. And there's more to him, but you know, just working on it, trying to figure some stuff out. I still have some more ideas and whatnot, but that's just basic stuff. I spent some time doing that. And then earlier in the week, I was working on Amali, doing a lot of different things. You guys may or may not have seen a version of Amali. Is it this one? This one right here. The one in the middle. And that was like this kind of version. I was like, I felt like I found out how to draw Amali. And then I was talking to my wife, and I realized, you know what? This might be a little too cartoony. She was saying it looks kind of cartoony compared to the other ways I'm drawing the other characters and stuff. And, you know, I had to take a minute to think about that, and, you know, she was right. So, you know, I tried to take some of the things that I learned from kind of figuring this out and move over to some other things. I tried to go with a little bit more realistic version right here, and I really hated it. You can see I wrote yuck. And I was just trying to see what the proportions were and stuff. Then I did my wife actually found some cool reference for me. There's a bunch more than this, but these were just drawn from reference from pictures online. Don't know who those people are. And I was doing different gestures and just trying to work out what she looks like, what she would look like in different gestures, things like that. And then eventually I came to this, which might be getting closer. But I did take some time to color her, because sometimes you just got to do some coloring and see what things look like. Lindsay suggested that I give her green eyes, which I thought was a great idea. And I really like this drawing, you know. But you know, it's I don't know if this is quite it. This might be getting close to Amali, but I think I need a better outfit, something that looks a little more futuristic, because the story takes place in 2079, so I want it to look, you know, have at least a little bit of a futuristic vibe to it. So we'll see how that works. So, and one thing I noticed too, I don't know if I talked about this in the last vlog or not, probably not, but I was having a hard time sketching and drawing, like, and feeling comfortable drawing on the iPad. And I finally, with this sketch, I remember I realized, like, and I've noticed this before, but it really, like, hit home that I really need to be using the pencil right here, the pencil tool instead of the pen tool to sketch. So I don't know what it is, but there's some kind of difference, like the grain on it, that just makes it feel more like I'm drawing when I use the pencil, and then I obviously use the actual pen for inking, and I've actually been enjoying that process, like kind of replicating, you know, traditional, and I don't know, it just felt so much more comfortable. It opened things up to where I'm excited to open up my iPad now, and get drawing, whereas before it was like I would start drawing and something wouldn't feel right. It just felt too slick. It didn't feel like I was real, which is kind of funny because in my sketchbook I draw with like a Bic pen a lot, you know, or a ballpoint pen, you know. So it's weird that in my sketchbook I like to use pen, and in the real life, in digital, I like to use a pencil tool. So I don't know. Anyways, so then that's like a preview to later, but let's see if I can show you some of the progress. Then I kind of, you know, went on to start trying to figure out Thumper, and this was like an initial sketch just to kind of practice and figure things out. I like that body type. The legs might be a little short, I don't know. Then I was trying to figure out the head, like what the face would look like and what the hair might look like. This is lower opacity, so it's hard to see, but and I realized through skewing the image that or the drawing, that like if I made the face wider, it made more sense, and the neck wider. So I don't know, that looked better to me. And then I kind of came up with this sketch here, and then I started doing some inking last night and yesterday, and this morning I was doing some coloring. This isn't the final colors, this isn't even finished yet, but you know, I thought this was pretty cool for Thumper. I think it's getting close to what he looks like. So yeah, I don't know, you guys are, I think, the first to see, because I don't think I'm gonna finish this and post it anywhere before I post the video. So this is kind of what Thumper's looking like. Let me know what you think. I'm curious. So I am now currently at 7%. And so I got to finish this up, and plus I got to go back to work on lunch break as per usual. But I just wanted to mention that, you know, big shout out to my wife Lindsay. I don't know, like, it's kind of cool. Like, I've asked her for help before in the past, and you know, just I always ask her opinion or show her like my art, and she gives me like some thoughts and stuff, and it's cool because she always, like, she's not afraid to tell me if something seems off to her, and she also has the perspective of somebody who's not you know, doesn't like draw like all the time like I do and stuff, and doesn't like dig deep into like you know, art tutorials and all that stuff, and really try to learn this stuff. Like, she doesn't do that kind of thing so much, even though she has her own ways that are really cool, that are creative. You know, so she doesn't have like kind of that perspective that a lot of you guys have, and women, and you know, sometimes it's good to get that kind of feedback, I think. And also, not only that, but she watches the vlogs, so hi, Linz. And you know, she likes to watch them because she gets to hear kind of what I'm up to a little more, you know, because I don't really always try to talk about this stuff all the time with friends and family, because I feel like I bore them, you know. And usually that kind of is the case, which is okay. It's just, you know, it's like getting kind of nerdy about something. Like, even if you're talking about sports or cars or whatever, if the person you're talking to isn't super into that stuff, they're gonna kind of lose interest pretty quick, you know. So it's just that kind of thing. But I've been noticing, like, since I've been sharing, she's been watching my vlogs and stuff. She's had some comments on like Glyph and some of the other ideas that I've had, and she just has so many really cool insights, like really cool like ideas for new stories and different kind of things. Like for Glyph, like when I asked about like what can I have his powers do, and should he have limitations, like she gave me like a huge list of stuff, and she kept coming up with more and more things, and I was like, this is so cool, like these are really good ideas, a lot of stuff I didn't even think of. And so I was just really excited. So I went ahead and got the prepared the Big Wrath script, because she was getting really interested in Amali and Thumper and the other characters, because I've been talking about it. So I said, well, I wanted to share the script with her. So now she's got the script, and now she's giving me some feedback on that, and I'm just really excited. Like, this is like a cool, somewhat new thing, because in the past I've gotten her input on things, but it seems like for some reason something's opened up more, where it's like she's really able to, I think it's because I'm sharing these vlogs, and she's been checking them out, you know. So it's just really cool, like the input I'm getting back, you know. And so I just wanted to mention that, because I think, you know, don't ever like feel like you can't talk to your family, like, and you never know, like, you know, talk to them a little bit at least about it. Because I know for me, I don't talk to my friends and family a lot about my projects, because again, like, I don't feel like they'll be interested, but at least give it a shot. You know, you never know when it'll spark somebody's interest, and they'll be like, oh, actually, what about this and this, what about that, what about this and this, and you'll be like, whoa, those are really good ideas. And you know, your characters can have kind of more oomph and flavor, and maybe some cool input from somebody who's coming from a way different perspective, who doesn't necessarily do the kind of stuff you're into, but still has an interesting perspective. So it's worthwhile. I just, you know, kind of getting other people's input, you know, that maybe aren't even within the artist and writer community. So I don't know, that's just one little tidbit I wanted to share. Hopefully that's helpful. Other than that, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys on the next vlog. Peace out.